Rand's final week on Kickstarter.
Everybody, welcome to Thursday Night Live with Bill Tucci.
Behold his mighty hand.
Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang, Tucci gang.
Just want to manage expectations.
Weird.
This is the worst.
Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel.
Whoa! Hello, everybody. Team Sensation Billy Tucci here, and thank you for joining me on tonight's edition of Thursday Night Live with Billy Tucci. I'd like to welcome everybody. I've got J.C. Vaughn waiting in the wings, and I'll bring him in two shakes of a donkey's tail. So I want to thank everybody who supported these campaigns these past couple of days. Thank you for being patient with us as we fulfill She Gatecrasher, which I think Debbie has fulfilled over 1,300 rewards thus far with Mike and Matthew. And Jeff and I actually just came in and we signed a bunch of books yesterday. We signed a couple of hundred more books. So without further ado, or don't, Mr. J.C. Vaughn. Hello, Old Bean.
Hello, everybody.
Good to see you. And hello, everybody. We got Mike. Oh, there he is, Mike Fiala. Good to see you, Mike. Of course, Lilith. Hello, Lilith. Thank you for joining us. Sanchez. It looks like our Facebook. If you guys are on the Facebook, please let me know if you guys are on. If the Facebook is working on the Tucci Troopers page. No, on the Crusade Comics page. Luke Kolowitz. I see you, Luke. Korola. I'm sure you probably say, but the correct pronunciation for Polish originally was, I think it was Korolowicz. No, how does Korolewicz or something like Sienkiewicz spells his name?
Yeah, you know what, I like that the whole pronunciation thing. There was a guy in the NFL whose family says his family said their last name as Wisniewski, and the announcers all picked up on it too, and they said it that way. But it should be Wisniewski. Yeah. Well, why don't we bring in our she just popped out. There she is. Why don't we bring? I know a little Polish. I don't know if you guys know. And she's downstairs in the kitchen, and she turned her camera off. What are you doing, Deb?
I'll tell you in a minute.
All right. Yes, and who said Mosh Pit Matt? Thank you, Matt says hats off to the shipping crew. Yeah, Debbie and Mike. Mike is still at the office actually right now. He's there fulfilling all the books we signed yesterday.
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books.
Yeah,
It's been amazing.
It's complicated.
It's thousands, not hundreds.
Yes, thousands of books.
Well,
It's
I meant
hundreds
thousands.
at a
I'm sorry,
time.
hundreds when I was there yesterday.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, we've got a lot of fun stuff going on, and I got to tell you about these with the names all being and pronunciations. And I saw someone was commenting on it on a news commentator, and he said, "How come, the fad these past 15 years or so has whenever there is a say someone of Hispanic origin, right? You've got to put on your fake Hispanic accent when you say their names." Sort of like Alejandro Perez.
Yeah.
But when you say like George Murphy, right? As an Irish guy, you don't say, "I'm George Murphy." You don't put on the Irish accent.
I think that we should start calling that out.
I think we should.
And rather than stopping them from doing the faux Spanish accent, we should make them do faux every other accent.
I think we should. Like if he regret it, so if he's sitting there and he's addressing, I don't know, Hawkins, say. So to say the other guess is Miles Hawkins. Then when he says, well, Alejandro Perez, you've got to say, Mr. Perez has to then say, well, Mr. Hawkins, if you know what I mean, talk to him like that. No, you know what I mean, talking like
Absolutely.
that. Stuff.
Good for the goose is good for the gander.
Good for the goose is good for the gander. And I think a gander is a female goose. Is that true? Deb, is that true? Deb, you there?
No, I'm there. I'm confused about something.
Debbie's confused again. Just like the time when she first heard the ghost in our house. We'll put her backstage until she figures herself out. Do you have like an avatar or something? You could, there she is. What's wrong?
I'm confused. So when we added, as we discussed, we offered the newsprint edition at a lower price while it didn't have an image.
Yeah, it was a mystery, yeah.
Right. So when the image went up, it went to the regular price, the same price as Indiegogo.
Mm-hmm.
But there's somebody in the comments that says you can see both of them. However, you shouldn't be able to. I mean, I can't delete it because people backed it, but you should know.
You should be able to not. You should be able to make it.
Yeah, you can't. You can't back it anymore. So I just was making sure, and it says that it ended on the 2nd, which is when I added the new one. Hello, sweetie pie. How are you?
Well, we told you guys. Hey, what's up there? right, Joe? Closed caption. We put it out there. If you get it while it's shielded and it's not done,
while it was secret.
We call it face-based.
Right. I felt like it was fair to offer it to people who couldn't see what they were getting, and a lot of people actually jumped on it, which is awesome. But we really needed to charge the $35, which if you go on Indiegogo, that's what it's priced there. So I'm sorry if it's confusing to anybody, but it was kind of a bonus.
Oh, the Avenger 2, the Avenger 2, the Avenger the 2nd. So he's not Avenger 2. He's Avenger the 2nd.
You're not Avenger. No.
No, it's all good, buddy.
It's like
it's
like James Mattingly.
It's like James Mattingly the 2nd. Who wrote that thing you do?
Hun, I'm trying to explain.
I wrote that thing you do.
I was under the impression that when I ended it, you couldn't see it anymore. So I was concerned that maybe I didn't end it correctly, but it is ended. So I hope that explains everything. But thank you for bringing it to my attention. Please don't apologize. As I've said before, and Billy said, we're all in this together. We view crowdfunding as a partnership, because if we don't show up, it doesn't work. If you show up, you don't show up, it doesn't work. So anytime that you see something that doesn't, if you see something, say something, right?
Yeah. Well, what would you like to be on the agenda tonight, honey? We have a couple of things to talk about. We have our holiday specials to talk about. We have our lettered pages started coming in for Ran Revenge of the Warrior.
Well, I think the first thing we have to talk about is that we're finally just about done with the ash can, and that can go to print soon.
The ash can is all done and is at Dave.
So anybody who backed the Ran ash can on Gatecrasher, and you can still pre-order it on our website. That is hopefully going to the printer next week, so that's exciting.
That is exciting.
Yes. And we got a $10 super chat from Bad Adam 12. Hello, Bad Adam. Hey, yo, Deb and Teen Sensation and Groovy.
Thank you, Bad Adam. And hello,
Adam, are
it's
you
nice
back?
to see you.
Adam, are you back from traveling? Did you send Adam's artwork out yet? So I know he was traveling.
You know what? I don't remember. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
Let us know if you got it. But
There's
And
no
of course,
artwork left, so I'm pretty sure it went. I just don't know if it went with the first batch or the second batch.
no, there's Marcus saying hello to. Yes, I got the art. Oh, we got it. Oh, great.
Okay, I
Thank you.
did send it. Yay.
Perfect. We knew you were running around. It looks great. Thank you, buddy. We know you were running around, so we didn't want it, especially now with the way the mail is. And
Which
stuff.
art did he get?
He got a couple of my commissions that I did on the Kings.
Oh, wow.
On the
Okay,
CG
cool.
Kings when I was doing on Ethan's show, and we were drawing.
You've
And
done some great pieces
Adam
on that
has
show.
been a prolific supporter.
that
of
Rand one, we
Billy's
have to make a
commissions.
trading
Thank you.
card or something.
Oh, is that where that one was from? Sure. Yes,
Mhm.
that has to be a trading card.
And then next, did Adam get the? Did you get the Halloween one of the girl like that? Because we have to use that next year for our Halloween cover for our
Yes,
for our
I believe he did.
trick or treat
I
edition.
think he got both Halloween ones, didn't he?
I don't know. I know he got the Rand. He's saying he's
Some
got
of those-
the Rand.
Some of those sketches, just like you remember, Dan Lawless showed us the study he did of Capone.
Yes.
Before he did my cover, I got to do that. I got to do that as a trading card, man. It's too cool.
You've got to.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Well, here we are with Rand, and we're over 35,000. My goodness, honey, is that? Thank you, guys. Is that?
Thank you.
Is that 13 backers away from 500? Is that 13?
Yes.
That is.
Okay. Is it?
Look at
Look at
Billy
that. Billy does
with the
math.
mad math skills today.
The man, yeah. And I was told
Billy,
that
where is our next stretch goal for Kickstarter?
Well, that's what we haven't talked about. We've been so busy signing books and packing them up and everything that we haven't picked one. So we have 7 days left to this campaign. I could make that trading card and then maybe we could make. So there's two things. I want to make the Walter Simonson cover a trading card, and I'd like to colored by Dan Lawless, and I'd also like to make the Ashcan edition a trading card.
Shape wise, how would the Simonson work shape wise as a trading card?
I think I would like to make it vertical with just the front cover.
You know what we could do?
I cut it. I shaped it out. It looks really nice.
Could we do the front on one side and the back on the other, or does that not make sense?
I guess why not? I don't know if people care about that, doesn't it?
Yeah,
we usually put type on the back and have a little.
And you don't want to do it. You don't want to do a horizontal card like we've done in the past.
Well, if you want
So
to,
they
if
get
you
the
guys,
whole
what do you guys
image.
want?
Guys, how should we do that?
I think proportion wise, it's pretty hard.
No, it'll fit. It'll fit Jeff like this. It's just
Really?
it'll be horizontal as opposed, and we've done that with Connie's card.
I understand horizontal versus vertical. I get that, but okay. In my head, I'm having trouble seeing it.
Yeah, well, this is for James Sanchez, and this is for you, James. Oh, we got to take your name away.
Which
You missed the
booty
booty
card?
Hang on, let me
Say
take
which
James's.
booty. Is that you want the Fred Bennis booty, or do
No,
you want
he wants
Billy
the Fred.
or do you want Billy to draw a booty pic?
Which I can do. I don't have a problem drawing booty pics.
Well, I'm sure there will be a booty pic in the book at some point that we can turn into a card, is what I'm saying.
I believe so. So anyway, guys, I'm going to run
just fogged up my glasses.
What did? Your tea?
My tea just fogged up my glasses.
I'm going to run our little trailer, and then I'd like to get into this. Guys,
it's not little.
No, it's not. But I'd like to show you the trailer, and then I'd like to get into the colored pages, or should we get into our holiday specials with the very last Child is Born?
Yeah,
we're ever
this
going to
will be
offer.
it for Child is Born.
This is Williams. I only have one here, honey. I have Williams, except for the one that's in the front.
See, I told you. You were like, sell them all. I'm like, no.
No,
This is the end. You
All right.
can't sell them all.
If we're voting here, I say we stick with the Ran Revenge of the Warrior theme for a moment, then get into that stuff.
Sounds like a good idea. Let's go for it.
Good luck, Jeff.
Says it's going. Come on. Go, 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 go. What the devil is going on with this?
I don't know.
See, I'm clicking the go button.
I would just like to say it makes me happy that it's not just me.
Well, this isn't me. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yes,
Try it again. I'll try it here. Try it small and then go large. SMall. Remember,
SMall?
Deb, you remember Ben Small of the Coney Island
Coney Island
Smalls?
Smalls.
Small, SMall.
Yeah, what is going on with that? Let me refresh it. Oh, that's frustrating. Let's try it again here. All right, let's try it. See how it's kind of jumping all over. There we go. There we go. Greetings, everyone. Billy Tucci here, and I am so excited to announce our latest graphic novel, Ran, Revenge of the Warrior. For the first time ever, I'm bringing back the inspiration to my legendary comic book character, She. For over 30 years, she has garnered accolades, nominations, sold millions of comics, and helped launch the bad girl genre. One can never argue with success, as Anna Ishikawa has become a beloved staple to comics fans the world over. But to me, there was always that lingering question. What if? What if I had gone with my initial creation and in her purest and most raw form? That question has now been answered, as Crusade Comics is proud to bring you Ran, Revenge of the Warrior. Set in Tokyo, 1994, Ran commences a one-woman war against a sadistic gang of drug-dealing human traffickers. In other words, it is everything I always wanted to do with She, but never dared. Ran also boasts fantastic variant covers by Leandro Oliveira, Fred Bennis, Dan Lawless, and the world's greatest living comic book artist, Walter Simonson, exclusively offered to our Kickstarter backers. In all its 1990s bad girl glory, Revenge of the Warrior introduces the world to the character who started it all in this 48-page, no-holds-bar, neon noir samurai macabre that pulls no punches and offers no mercy. So thank you for over 30 wonderful years in comics. This is our 11th campaign, and we appreciate all your faith and your support, and we hope you'll join us on this next adventure. I promise you, you're going to love Ran, Revenge of the Warrior. Ow. Ooh. Check it out. There you go, cabron. All righty then, Ran, Revenge of the Warrior. Guys, we have 7 days left of this very brief 21-day campaign. I reached out to Walter Simonson today, a little while ago on Facebook, to see if he wouldn't mind joining us next week live and just do a little Walter Simonson thing, talk about him and all. And if, you know, I'm out of breath. I just ran up the stairs.
Well, I think having Walter on would be great. And the whole thing about it is having him do your character is just the coolest, man. I really, he's one of the great guys in comics, you know.
He sure is. He sure is.
My favorite thing, like I got a lot of favorite things about Walter, but one of them is that when I had him do the Thor cover for the Overstreet Guide, he was DC exclusive at that time, so he could do it for me, but he couldn't do the same thing for Marvel. Oh. And so that was pretty cool.
Billy?
Fantastic. Yes.
Lilith asked a question in the chat, which I would like to address.
Sure, go ahead.
Yes, Indiegogo will be open for late pledges. The What If cover is staying at Indiegogo. So if you want the What If cover, unfortunately, sorry to be a pain in the butt,
Wait,
but you have to
you
book
said
it
it's
on
staying at
Indiegogo.
you said it's staying at Indiegogo.
The What If cover.
Uh-huh.
Yes. That one we're
Oh,
not.
when we reopen
the
it.
What If newsprint. So that one we're it's very confusing. It has to do with limited numbers and things. So
Can we do something secretive and make it an add-on or something? This cover, people are really
no,
digging
it's
this.
too hard to manage the numbers because the news. So I guess I am going to go into numbers.
Well-
So newsprint editions have to be 200 copies or less.
Right.
So if I start spreading the newsprint between the newsprint covers between campaigns, there's too much of a chance of me overselling it accidentally. And if I do that, then I have to disappoint somebody, and I certainly don't want to do that.
Oh,
That's
So
a good point.
because it's so limited, and not just limited for the sake of being limited, it's that's as high as I can go. I can't accidentally print 201. It's 200. End of discussion. And within that, also, don't forget, we also have to make sure that the people who got the I Want It All set on their prospective campaign gets the newsprint edition as well. So it's, I know we do our best whenever we can to make sure everybody can get everything, but sometimes it's just not possible. So if you'd like it, Lilith, I would appreciate it if you would what's the word? Pledge. There it is. Sorry, I think I'm coming down with yet another cold. I just can't get healthy.
You sound like it.
Yeah, at first I just thought it was the heat this morning, but it's not. But anyway, so that's the saga. I hope that makes sense. If I didn't make sense, please let me know, and I'll try to clarify it a little differently. But we'll do what we can. Now, if for some reason they don't all sell, then if we end Indiegogo before we end Kickstarter, then we could possibly pop whatever ones, however many are left on Kickstarter, but I won't know that for a while.
Yeah, or maybe we can make it. Let's figure it out.
I actually just had James. I actually just had some fire cider, so it doesn't get any more chilly than that.
You need to put some brandy in that, or whatever your bourbon or whatever that Missy got you.
No,
That's
the fire cider. The fire cider definitely helps, but
yeah, I don't have time to get sick.
It's been a rough couple of months for me, guys. Sorry, bear with me.
Yeah, she has not been well. So here we go. Randy Howell, thank you, Randy. Did the things. Oh my God, we're over 110,000 on 2 campaigns that are a total of 5 weeks only. Thank you, guys. This is amazing.
Thank
you so
much.
Ran is on par with She. Like, you guys really like this character, and we love you for it. Thank you.
Yes, we do. Thank you.
Billy, you're on that page, but why don't you give us a close-up on that page? People, I don't think have seen that in color yet.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yep, let me do that. Anyway, so thank you to our 1,329 backers. This is what a pace we're on,
everyone.
But yes, let's go to this, and I'm actually going to go into my website. I'm sorry, not into the website, into the Dropbox, and I'm going to pull up the pages so we can go through them. And I want to talk to you about the lettered pages. Mindy lettered the first 4 pages already. She just got done finishing your book, Jeff. What was she doing for you, buddy?
She's doing the Capone Ashcan for Vampire War.
She did it, right?
Basically, I was just lettering the first 7 pages.
Excellent. Is this it? Rand color letter JPEGs. Here we go. So let's start opening these up, and I'm going to share it. Give me a second just to set up this other screen here. I'm going to zoom in on it. Jeff, did they have Zoom by you, the TV show?
Yes, unfortunately.
I loved Zoom when I was
the Zoom had the best.
Girl.
Oh no, the electric company had that really good Spider-Man.
Oh, the electric company was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys
remember this private chat. Yes, I will get to that Gruvio for sure. Yep. We'll do that.
Faster than rolling O, stronger than silent E, able to leap capital T in a single bound. It's a word, it's a plan, it's Letterman. Dun dun dun. I'm Letterman.
Okay. So here we
That's
go.
the record company, man. Morgan Freeman as Easy Reader.
I remember Morgan Freeman was
He was also Spider-Man.
Was he really?
Yes, and he does not like to talk about it.
I was not aware of
He
that.
punched me out when I mentioned it.
Did he punch you hard though?
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. So I'm going to start sharing this page. So here, guys, we have the first 4 pages lettered of Ran, Revenge of the Warrior. If you notice, I'm going to zoom in with Mindy's lettering. So this is going to be, so who's telling this story is Chrissy Patterson. And Chrissy Patterson is the owner of a Japanese gentleman's hostess club in Tokyo. And she is the narrator of the story. Spoiler alert, she lives. And she has firsthand, she has a front row seat to what's going on between Ran and the Wolf, Barry Wolf. This is Fred's Marino's first go around of the colors. Now, if you notice that we love this lettering here, we love that these are going to be Chrissy's narrative boxes, and this is going to be the font style. It kind of clashes, but Fred is going to start adding a lot more blues to this, remove some of the purples, a lot more oranges, a lot more reds, etc. Because it's supposed to be this district in Kyoto, the Kabukichō, the Kabukichō district of Kyoto, of Tokyo, which is sort of like a red light district.
Have you asked Google to teach you how to pronounce that yet? Because you really need to.
I know. Kabukichō. Yeah, Kabukichō.
No,
Kabukichō.
that's Google, she said, Billy.
I know, but I said Kabukichō. Anyway, so this is the first page where we introduce the Wolf and his Ravagers, this motorcycle gang that is working with the Yakuza. And this is Rand's mark, is this guy, the Wolf. He's a Vietnam veteran. He's in his 40s now. It takes place, remember, 1993. He's been scarred by napalm in the war, and he runs some human trafficking operations for the Yakuza. So let's go on to the next page. So just looking very cool.
Napalm in the morning.
Yes, who doesn't? Maybe Deb doesn't, but then again, she's a girl, so she doesn't understand.
Yes, cool last I checked, I was a girl.
You don't care how cool napalm is. So I need some more pages. So, a little bit of intro because we're introducing this whole new character, a little bit of background stuff, but just cool stuff, man. And this is the club, the Silk Road Club.
What's really fun is this visually looks like it read in your script, which is a pretty cool thing to say.
Thank you. And there's Chrissy. So let's move to the next one. Let's do this and move to the next page. Then, of course, page 3. So basically what they're doing is they're taking this Japanese, and they call them Yankees. She's like a Japanese street kid. They're still popular out there, but now they dress better. In the early 90s, they kind of dressed very Western-like, and these girls dress not like not really appropriate for teenagers. But now she is being targeted. Now she is being basically taken by the Ravagers, and just look how cool. And we're gonna fill in all these cool lights with kanji. So, and I think I'm going to put all fun messages in it. I'm not going to do any kind of stores. I'm going to come up with cool words and things like that. And then, of course, we introduced Ran, and I like to add this little scene. I played with this, but isn't that cool? They take off, and there's Ran. And then let me know what you guys think of this, please. And, of course, here's the introduction to her. So we'll go big on her. And with the Sleaze, he's known as the Sleaze. Let me go into comments. And there he is. So there she is. And, Jeff, do we have to do translated from the Japanese? Should we do that?
I personally think that it would be a good idea.
Okay. Because she will be talking Japanese to there's a lot of Japanese people, but there's also some Americans and Aussies in it as well.
Crikey.
Oh, I have to put that in there. Because they probably
crikey.
I put another shrimp on the Barbie. I might have said
not
crikey
that either.
Yeah. So there's Rand with
Kaba.
To the Silk Road Club with the sleeves and just cool touches by Fred. What he did.
Go down to the panel with the inset panel with her.
Yeah, and I had to put that eye in there.
Oh my gosh, that's just great.
The eye. But I look at the lettering we're doing. We're doing different types of word balloons, guys. It doesn't have the black line around it. You see, it's got a drop shadow.
Yeah, I like that a lot better.
I love it. Doesn't look nice and clean. I think we're going to use that from now on.
It does. And it doesn't distract from the art like a word balloon does. That just feels, looking at it, at least on this particular page, it looks like it just is part of the image, where when you have that black line around it, it looks like somebody stamped it on top of the drawing.
Yep. And just real quick, and Venger the second, you are 100% right. They are Gyairu girls, and they're really not considered respectable at all. That they dye their hair blonde, and there is a line where she says, "and dye that blonde shit out of your hair," to this girl when she ends up rescuing this girl. Spoiler alert! But you got to see how she does it. It's badass.
Avenger, I saw what you wrote about Tom and Jerry. I'm the hugest Tom and Jerry fan, and I definitely don't like the new PC crap.
Yeah, but
the old stuff was the best when they blew each other up a couple of times per episode.
Yeah. I'm so proud to work with Leandro Oliveira and with Fred on this book of just the work they did, and we've got such a fantastic.
That's some great fabric work on his suit.
Yep, and Mindy, just a great look
the
at
coloring on that they got that texture on his suit is pretty incredible.
Yep, and even this. So if you look here, guys, the reason why Rand wears this red makeup, the red circle over her eye, is because she was scarred by a broken bottle by the wolf. So we're putting that in there. So. Hey, Nicholas Skier. What's up, Nicholas Skier? Good to see you, brother.
Hello, Nicholas.
So, so these are our first 4 pages. I'll be putting them in an update. I'll be loading them onto the page. And welcome to Rand, everybody. That's our introduction right there.
Woohoo.
I hope you like it. I love it. I am so inspired by this book.
And it really, you know what? I obviously read the treatment and loved the treatment, but I had a really tough time, because I'm not the artist that my husband is, envisioning how the art would be different from She, and it really is. It's so much more raw and hard, where everything with She was always soft and flowing, and you're really doing a good. You and the team are really doing a very good job of making the overall feel of the book different. That you would never really think.
Deb, I think you're dead on. I think one of the things about it is that that She, particularly in Way of the Warrior, and even in the more recent stuff, with the Death Demon, is always had a lyrical dreaming component to it, that's totally appropriate for that story. The way I describe this is like Billy doing something with his 1993 concept, but doing it with all the experience he's had to this point.
Yes, absolutely.
And so it really channels that 90s energy and sensibility, and yet it's more sophisticated than it would have been in 93.
Yeah, I need to get a blanket. I have the chills. Hold on.
And more fun. Sorry, honey. And more fun.
Well, now you know it. Now you know it's fun.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, it's so much fun. Look at that. I love doing that for you, buddy. I love that image. I still have to make a print out of that or a cover. That was a commission I did, and I added paint to it, watercolor or gouache. I think it's watercolor.
Oh.
I love that piece, that sheet piece. That was one of the first sheet pieces I drew of her with the skirt. That was a commit. That might have been the first modern sheet commission.
That was a commission.
Like the way she looks present day sheet commission. It might have been the very first one I did. And thank you for that. What an honor. Thank you so much.
Did he just show it, or he just mentioned it?
That's his avatar. Look, where is he? Here he is. Look.
Where? Oh, let me see.
See?
Oh man,
Yeah,
yes.
that was a.
Yes. Billy, are you frozen?
No.
Oh, yep.
I was looking at. I'm looking at it on YouTube on my screen here. So, because it looks better. So anyway, yeah. Well, we're kicking the crap out of the team that's only lost one game all season. We got 3 minutes and 38 seconds left, and we're beating the Colorado Avalanche 5-3, baby. Ding. Not that I'm watching the game. I'm not.
Yeah,
Deborah.
you are.
I'm not. So anyway, guys, so thank you so much.
So insulting.
For helping support this. It's hockey season, honey.
It's so insulting.
They just don't understand, Randy. They just don't understand. Hey, Luke hates the Avalanche. Anyway, so guys, please, we've got 7 days left. We're going to go with a big push. We're actually driving up to Rochester Rochester.
Well, before we go, we need to decide if Walter Simonson is the next stretch goal and put it up.
Yeah, I think I'd like to maybe save the Walter Simonson stretch goal to maybe 50 grand. If we can hit 50, imagine that. And maybe make the next one the
40.
The Kickstarter, the Kickstarter exclusive newsprint edition cover.
It's a pretty one.
Yeah, and then because that will guarantee that the Indiegogo backers will get it as well.
That's a good idea.
So we should do, at least they have something of it.
That's a good idea.
So there you go. So thank you guys. $35,000, 487 backers. Holy cow. You guys rock. 7 days left. Next week, we're going to have a lot of fun with this book, and we'll bring it home. And then we will apply, though, for late pledges. You have to apply to Kickstarter for it. So hopefully we will be able to get that.
You said you did.
I did, but don't they have to do it? They have to prove it.
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Yeah, it's already approved. She emailed me when I got a response back, Jeffrey, from the email. So for those of you who are not in the loop with Indiegogo, I'm beside myself with how to figure out what to do with
Indiegogo.
shipping.
We had to go through an approval process to put it.
Yes, not Kickstarter.
Okay, my fault. Okay.
Yeah. So I sent a very strongly worded email that nothing is obvious from our end. It is much more user friendly for the backer. It is not at all where I kind of feel like Indiegogo was prior to whatever this is now, was user friendly for both. For the creators and the backers.
It was very easy to use.
Very easy.
Yeah, it was, and you had, if I had a couple little criticisms, they were just things that would have improved upon it, but there was nothing really truly wrong with it.
Yeah, and
well,
so
let me tell you, now there's lots wrong with it.
Yeah, and so much so that Kickstarter became more like Indiegogo.
Yeah, that's what's funny.
Yeah,
Is
that's why I was
Kickstarter's
confused
become
about the
more
link.
like Indiegogo, and I don't know what the hell Indiegogo's like now. It's just, I don't know if they don't understand the comic business, and I don't know.
Yeah.
But
it very much has the feel of designers who don't have to use the system.
yeah, just how convoluted can we make it?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to explain to them that there was nothing that stopped the backers from, which technically is a good thing, right? That you could shop on Indiegogo like it was a website, like a shopping cart, right? You could put as many primary rewards as you wanted in your pledge instead of going and adding on add-ons to one pledge, which is great for you guys as it is, but considering that you haven't been charged shipping yet, how do we apply shipping correctly so that the first pledge, the first item gets charged the appropriate shipping, which includes the weight of the box and the packaging and all that, as opposed to when you add something to it, right? If you did it with an add-on, you wouldn't have a problem the way it's set up right now. But if you went down the line, let's say, and pledged for 3 different books and you did them on the reward level as opposed to the add-on level, well, you're going to be charged like it's 3 different pledges with individual boxes and individual packaging as opposed to what it needs to be. And I certainly don't want to overcharge any of the backers, but I also can't afford to lose money on shipping because we all know how expensive shipping is.
Right.
So they're
as it
not
was, we
understanding
lost
what I'm
pledges,
saying
though,
to
didn't
them.
we?
They're just like, oh, but the add-ons can be any price you want them to be. And I'm like, that's not the problem.
Well, the thing is that
too many people didn't back in one reward and add-ons. They backed multiple rewards and maybe a couple add-ons too. Who knows? But it's my job to make sure that each ultimate series of rewards in anybody's individual pledge gets charged the appropriate amount and doesn't get overcharged. And it's not proving to be very easy. And now they're like, well, maybe you should just tell us what you want to do and we'll do it for you. And I'm like, no, stop, because you don't understand what I'm saying to you to begin with. You think you're going to do it for me? So that's where I'm at.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, we already lost like $5,000 on Indiegogo, didn't we? Because we were supposed to have 69 coming and it was only 64.
Well, that's
because
the
of the
same problem that guys have on Kickstarter too, right? If you miss the billing, or sorry guys, my hair's in my face and I know I'm futzing around with it, but I just yeah, if you miss it or you put it on a charge card that gets maxed out or whatever it is, that's how we end up losing backers on Kickstarter so much, which was what we loved about Indiegogo. Not that we dislike Kickstarter, but it's something we would like to change. And that's why the old Indiegogo was preferred by so many people, because they knew they were going to get billed when they pledged, so they didn't have to worry about it down the line.
It's an amazing thing. My debt inspector campaign was literally the first time I had a Kickstarter go with not one credit card bounced.
Yeah, that never happens.
Well, that's great.
Literally one time.
And and not everybody reaches out to us, because I don't know if they just don't realize it until it's too late or what. Yeah. And I'm one person, I can't do everything, so it's hard for me to wrap my head around that sometimes and try to make sure people know. I try to when I can, but it's hard. So I'm bummed. I'm bummed and I'm confused.
But we'll work through it with you guys.
And I'm overwhelmed. And I know we'll figure it out, but that's kind of like where we were figuring out, well, can we launch late pledges without knowing what's going on with the shipping yet? And they said yes, because the shipping happens in the pledge manager stage. So you won't you won't get charged until you get your pledge manager or whatever. I haven't even begun to figure out what that is yet.
Yeah.
So it's a process, and it's a journey, and I'm sure when we get to the other end we'll feel a little bit better about this. But I think we at some point are going to have to really evaluate what we do with Indiegogo moving forward. And for people, and I get it, for the people who don't like Kickstarter and that's why they're on Indiegogo, it may be time to check out Fund My Comic or
Yeah,
one of
we
the
definitely should do
one of the
something.
other
We should-
ones,
The
because
the whole thing about it is, for you guys do a tremendous amount of business on Indiegogo. For me, having to get you to chase after them to get me the funds for the Dead Inspector campaign. I mean, the funds for the Dead Inspector campaign from Indiegogo came 2 weeks after the Kickstarter people had their books.
Yeah.
That's just,
yeah.
and my campaigns are small enough. I mean, I'd love them to be big enough.
I do,
But
but
that-
I have to say, Jeff, not that I'm defending it. I do understand why it happened, because they went from one processing company to another. So
it's just
they
a bunch
may
of
have
crap.
had to get the money from the first processing company, who's not a company that they normally, like now they're with this Aiden, I think Ayden
Yeah.
is the new processing company, where Stripe was the old one. So you may have been caught where Stripe processed yours, but they stopped forwarding payments by the time you were due, and it probably got lost in the shuffle of that. Again, not defending it, but I can understand how it can happen.
Yeah, I'm just saying the experience and their lack of communication was so
I
frustrating.
don't have the problem, and I'll be the first to say that the woman that I'm dealing with at Indiegogo she gets back to me every single time.
Well, Billy,
she's great. She really is great. The people that
She's
work
wonderful,
there,
and I have to every time I have a hissy fit on her, I have to end the email with, "This is not directed at you, but please let people know how I feel about this and how we're dropping the ball left and right, because this really is not a better system."
It's horrible.
Yeah. And it slows down fulfillment too, because at Gatecrash you needed to count like all the individual.
Well, that's the other problem too. They assured us that all of our Gatecrasher numbers would be there. So now that my metal guy is back from overseas and is ready to get everything made, I'm like, all right, let me make sure I have the right number of the numbers right, because it's been a while. And I'm like, wait a minute, now I can't find the numbers. So, and again, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So I had a workaround, but normally what takes me 15 minutes took me 4 hours. Was it yesterday? I don't even know what day it is anymore.
Yeah, you've been
2 days ago, yesterday, whatever it is. So I was able to do it, and now they're telling me there is a way. Remember what I was telling Jeff, that when I asked them for numbers, they were giving me the number of orders, not the number of products. So
yeah.
Again, old Indiegogo, there was something called item counts. So if you had, the example I gave was, if you had cover A, that was a perk, it was an add-on, and it was part of, let's say, 2 bundles, because basically everything is part of at least 2 bundles. Sometimes it's part of more, especially if we throw in a closing bundle or whatever it is. So as long as those items, or as long as the item itself, cover A, is listed correctly as that item in each of those levels, there's a count. Kickstarter does it, and Indiegogo made it very easy. You went over to your dashboard, you clicked on items, and there were your numbers. It was fantastic. Now, no, I have to go through 10 hoops and find a report, and then I have to export the report into my files on my computer and open it up there and then read it.
Well, we appreciate all you guys being patient with us, and sorry,
Yes.
we just kind of got stuck right in there when they shifted over.
The one thing I want to say is, in all seriousness, to all the backers, I was dealing with far fewer things on Indiegogo, and it was a nightmare. It took me 4 times as long to ship not even a third as many as I got on Kickstarter, to get the information, to understand how to get the information, to track down the stuff that in the old system was so easy. And so the with the huge quantities that you guys are dealing with, you guys have done remarkable at dealing with it, and I just want to encourage you that, because anybody who gets anybody who has been on our side of the Indiegogo thing understands this has been a nightmare, especially for somebody like you guys. You guys crank out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You're like your operation is like a machine, and to see it where Deb is trying to get my haircut, you know.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. And thank you guys for being patient with us. I'm telling you, Deb is at the office or on her iPad or on the phone 12 hours a day working on fulfillment for Gatecrasher. And you've already fulfilled.
It's more than 12 at this point, but thank you, honey.
Yeah, you've fulfilled 1,300 rewards, many of them with multiple books. We packed up a whole bunch of books for our foreign market that should be going out. Mike, like I said,
we will have, yes, and I have to make that announcement on the updates of both campaigns, but starting, hopefully, God willing, Sunday, I will be late. So we have over 100 international packages, I guess, packed. Which I can start labeling. So the international will start to go now along with the larger domestic order pledges. Okay. So I packed up about 100 mixed yesterday, which Mike boxed today. So I won't really be in the office much tomorrow because we have to go see our son Russell and make sure that we're there just in case, God forbid, he gets hurt. And then Sunday I should be able to do a bunch of labeling. And whatever I don't finish Sunday, I'll finish Monday. So I'm hoping we'll have at least close to 300 more packages going out by the end of the day, Monday, or first thing Tuesday morning.
All right.
So we're getting there little by little. I just again have to take some time out to make sure that all the metal books and the foil books get in now.
Yep, and we will be adding the Walter Simonson cover to the new when we go into late pledges on Indiegogo. I guess we'll launch that next week. Let's figure out what day we launch it. Maybe Monday night before Kings. I could launch it. We'll talk about that. We just got to update it, and we finally got approved for late pledges. It says if you're rejected, you're like, oh my God, why are you going to reject us? But thank you guys. But I would also like to see where is that now? At Fund My Comic. People are talking about Fund My Comic. And Fund My Comics, Luke's got a great crowdfunding site. I've backed projects on it. We're big fans of his.
Did I see that? Did I see somebody said there's no add-ons?
Someone said it's only maybe Marcus said that if they have add-ons. I'm not sure, or he said if they have the reach.
Can anybody?
Here it is.
Can anybody confirm that?
Needs to get the abilities to use add-ons, but we probably could do a special. And maybe next month.
I started building a Senryaku 30th anniversary campaign on Fund My Comic.
Well, I would save that. We should probably save that and maybe finish up with Revenge of the War with Ran, and that's our next one. Save that one for the spring and do Ran on Fund My Comic for those that are having trouble. So
we're going to do the 30th anniversary on the 31st anniversary.
Why not? Well, that's when the hardcover came out anyway. The collection came out. It's really the 30th anniversary of the collected edition. So
that's true.
Okay.
That's what it is. So that's what we're putting out.
So
I wasn't there. I don't know.
Do you guys have a website comic?
Yep, we're gonna get to that, you guys, because we don't want to stay on too long, and we want to get to Jeff's book. Jeff has a campaign that's closing
23 hours.
In 23 hours. So we're going to get to you, Jeff, too. But let's get to our BillyTucci.com.
Let's see. BillyTucci.com.
I'm so excited about the packaging for the Secret Santas.
There you go. So we have a new Secret Santa package. And as I was saying, if I'd like, honey, real quick, get to A Child Is Born first. Again, we have very few of these. I think I took a number. We have 38 hardcovers left. Maybe
No, we
25,
don't.
maybe
have less
30
than that.
of these editions right here. And then
Less
maybe
than
10.
all of those, honey.
What? No, there's like
We have
16. I
less
know
than that.
there's 16 of them in wrapped up shrink wrap that have never been opened. I know that.
Yeah, and we can't sell all of them because then we'll
No,
have none if we want to go. We want to
I
have
understand.
a second
Yes.
printing.
Yes. Well, I'd like to
need
do for
something
the
to
second.
refer
Well,
to.
it would be an anniversary edition, and I'd like to do it oversized. Remember remember we printed that big one of it. I'd like to make
leave
it
me alone
oversized.
with oversized books. Never again.
All right.
Never
So
again.
then we make a new gift edition. We have to call it something different. We make it some kind of a gift edition, anniversary edition. But for next year, we could do it for next, like, oh, God bless you, old bean. We'd have to do it for next fall. So everybody can get it by right after Thanksgiving. And these books are all ready to ship everybody. So we have very limited edition of A Child Is
We
Born.
would probably
Super.
have to. We would probably have to launch it in August, honey.
Okay. So we could do that. It's completely different than She or Jeff, this omnibus, this crossover's omnibus. Oh my God. It's so good. Finding so much cool stuff. And the cover design I came up with is fabulous. Hello. So we'll see about that. But you have Christmas ornaments, honey. You have remark editions, right? So I draw a remark of these few that are left. Let's go into that. Oh, there's only 10 of them. Okay, so we're only selling 10 of these, and I'll do a beautiful drawing inside of Mary. I usually do Mary with the baby golden Jesus on the inside front cover of it. So there's only 10 of those if you guys want one of them. And also we have our Christmas ornament, a little package here where you get everything, right?
So that's the trade paperback and 2 prints.
Okay, cool. And 15 of those. And then if you got the nativity print, our standard Child Is Born print, and our remarked edition. And then you've got something fun you're putting together, Deb. And
yeah.
So it's about this, your Secret Santa.
2 Secret Santas.
Secret Santa.
So Secret Santa is a holiday themed mystery pack. You're looking at what the packaging of the mystery pack will look like on the front. On the back, it just says Secret Santa with all the blue background and the little snowflakes on it. Very cute, very adorable, very holiday. And each mystery pack will have 2 books and then fun stuff. Just surprise merch in the
Itching powder.
No,
Actually,
itching
that
powder.
Itching powder,
No, it may
gum
be
that turns your teeth black.
We have pins. We have what I would love to put in them, and I haven't really spoken to Billy about this yet, so I guess I'm going to talk to him about it in front of you all, is we still have some of those misprint coins left. I would love to put a misprint coin in every one of them.
Okay,
Yeah,
I would definitely do that.
Come from the Isle of Misprint Coins.
Yeah, it comes from the Isle of Misprint coins. Excellent. Yeah, so
Don't
what
do
we
that
did
when
with
I'm sipping.
Yeah, that misprint coin I'm supposed to take, and we're supposed to have a sign for every convention we go to that if you have another She Challenge coin, you just show us our challenge coin and you get the mystery coin. And I keep forgetting to bring them. We got to remember to do that.
Yes, but in the meantime, I would like to, and I may even surprise people with a few of the other coins. I think we still have some extra. I think it's Senryaku. I have to check. But
Okay.
Coins, we got pins, we have stickers, we have all sorts of things.
Hey, Stat, what's up, brother?
Thank you, Stat.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's that. And then if you want to flip to, oh, you did already. And then Metal Mania is fun.
Yeah, Deb, real quick, how about this? A single random package will have an extra classy signed photo of Deb. I've got some fun pictures of her that we could put in. That's some of your.
No more crazy pictures of me posing. No, thank you. Anyway,
I might have some of my headshots if anybody wants my.
Nobody wants your headshot either. You post your headshot on Facebook way too much as it is.
Well, I do it because of the story, honey. The story.
Are we going to describe? Are we going to talk about this, or are you going to hijack this?
Again, you talk.
So Metal Mania. I was going through some of the metal stock we had, and I found all these matching numbers. So with the metal Secret Santa or mystery pack, if you get one, obviously you're just going to get a medal. But if you get 2 or more, and there's options for 2, for 3, and there's 1 set of 5, and they're either 2 medals or a medal and a jewel, or 2 medals and a jewel, depending on which one you go to grab. And then there's some that are double medals. Either way, they're very valuable, and they're priced basically half price or less. I guarantee that all the numbers will match. So if you get 2, they'll be matching numbers. They may not be correlating books, but the 2 numbers will match, which I thought was kind of fun. So that's just an added perk. And again, we'll put some fun stuff in there as well.
Again with the itching powder.
Yes.
No
like
more
the
itching powder. I'm getting itchy just listening to you say that.
And the gross jelly beans that smell like boogers and stuff.
X-ray specs.
They don't smell like them.
They taste like boogers. They taste like boogers.
No, we're not. Billy wanted to do that once for our mystery pack. He said, "Go
Scratch
get
and sniff.
Every flavor, birdie bots, every flavor beans, and throw them in and make people eat them and record themselves." That was Billy's idea.
We can still do it.
That was Billy's brilliant idea.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, so we got these very limited little sets of everything. Everything is extremely limited. And if you guys want to get your little Christmas stuff, Debbie will get them out on Monday, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I will get the Secret Santa packs are only arriving on Monday, so it will not go out on Monday.
Yeah, they'll go out next week.
We will kind of end this sale on the 15th, I guess, so that I know I have enough time to get everybody everything before Christmas.
There you go.
Excellent.
Unless you're overseas, and I'm. This is a huge disclaimer. I will do my best, but I cannot guarantee that overseas stuff will get there by Christmas. I will do my damnedest, though.
And how about a variant cover of Billy drawing Anna looking in a mirror? You can call it the Billy Tucci variant. All right, well, guys, thank you.
One more thing.
Yes.
One more thing.
Yes.
I saw in the comments again. Lilith asked how all of these marvelous issues will affect the people who have pledged on both for Gatecrasher on both Kickstarter and Indiegogo. They really won't, other than it may take me a little bit longer to get you certain things. My goal is still to have Gatecrasher done by the end of the year. I may actually be spending New Year's Eve in the office, but that is my goal. And I'm hoping I am able to succeed or at least come close. So no news is good news in that front. While a lot of what we talked about here is a pain in the royal ass, none of it is to the point that it's prohibitive that we're going to have, long-term problems. It's all short-term delay stuff. But we're working and we're doing our best. And just, remember, it's Billy and I and occasionally Mike.
Yeah. The goal is to hire
on
someone.
Thursdays and Sundays. Well,
someday
that would be great.
Yep. What is the Secret Santa? All right. So, guys, I also want to bring up our esteemed colleague right here and guest, my friend, Jeffrey Curtis Vaughn. Let's go into the private chat. And I want to bring up, you're going to make me grab this from the private chat. And then you can't just share it. Just share it.
You want me to share it? I can share it.
Yeah. So then you're in control of it.
We've established that I am not in control of it.
No, it's time to learn, old chum.
So what do I do? Share screen?
Yes.
All right.
I'll share it. Never mind. I found it. I'll do it.
You found it? Okay.
Yes, but we've got something super exciting right now. And you're just shy of $1,500.
Yes.
For Al Capone Vampire Vampire War, Ash Can, and Ketchup campaign. Jeff, give it. This is. I've seen the art to this book. It's wonderful what you're doing. It really is.
And the great thing is that even though Vampire War itself doesn't happen until next year, we're literally almost halfway done with it. And so that's why we really wanted to give people this teaser of that and offer a chance to catch up. You know, we've had a number of campaigns over the years. The most recent Capone one was the Captain Action versus Al Capone. And this is a chance to catch up on everything from the first issue of Vampire PA on up, including the Vampire PA trade that you did a cover for, and the Vampire PA Bite Out of Crime, which was the first appearance of Al Capone that you also did a cover for. I notice a theme here. And it's a lot of fun. And I was looking at the first 7 lettered pages out of this today. And it's going to be fun.
It's looking terrific. It's looking terrific. We have the same letterer actually in design.
We do, Mindy Lumpkin.
Hey, let's play your trailer.
Let's
Check this out, honey. Have you seen this trailer yet?
Yes, I have.
Oh, well, so there's fun in that. All right.
He's back, and he's taken over the city for the second time. But this time, he's a vampire. The world has once again seen Capone rise to dominance in Chicago. And we've met Lady Judith, his biggest rival, and the vampire who first turned him into a creature of the night. Now, someone is pitting them against each other in one massive conflict. Al Capone Vampire War. Now, through this special Kickstarter campaign, you can get the exclusive Ashcan preview of Vampire War with your choice of covers. And it's also your chance to catch up on everything that's come before with comics, trade paperbacks, original art, CGC certified 9.8 copies, glow-in-the-dark covers, and more. But only for a short time. From creator and writer J.C. Vaughn and artists Brendan and Brian Frame, join us for Al Capone, Vampire War. But don't make Big Al ask you twice.
Outstanding, Old Bean.
Some
Outstanding.
seriously long canines.
Yeah, given my preoccupation with going to the dentist, I found that hysterical. Mark Haynes, who's most usually my writing partner, also a great letterer and production guy, created that video and did a outstanding job with it. He's the one that came up with turning us into vampires.
It's terrific. And we've got only 22 hours left. Guys, you can find it in your hearts to support one of the best guys in comics, someone who's always there for other people. He has helped so many creators out, being from his work as the president of Gemstone Publishing and the Overstreet Price Guide, to editing people's books, writing people's stories for them, coming in, being a all-around mensch and Guy Friday. He is a true supporter of creator rights, and he supports writers, artists, big, great, and small. And here's another thing. If you look at this, Jeff has created 13 Kickstarter campaigns just on Kickstarter, but he's backed 142 of them. So for a testament, if you can find it in yourselves, if you already did back it, or if you can't afford to, at least share out the campaign, please. Randy's been posting the link, which I have it here, and it's a terrific story. He's a dynamic writer and storyteller. You put together a great book, a great package that always looks terrific, super professional. And let's go through this.
There's one of the things I just want to say. Randy has a great comment, and the thing that makes me really happy in the chat there. Okay, that when you did the glow in the dark cover, I'm like, I got to do a glow in the dark cover. I just have to. And when we did our glow in the dark cover, it was a recreation of Punch Comics number 12, and Yeah, I think it's down towards. It's down at the bottom as an add-on.
I saw it small, but yeah, there you go. I want to get
there. You go. All right. So of course, the standard for all of us is that Ghost Rider 15.
Yeah.
That Tex did the cover for, and Punch Comics 12 was always one of my favorites. And when I started doing this just as a regular cover, I played a little bit of art director, changed the position of some of the characters, and I don't think people thought much of it. But dude, that when I got the advance copy of the glow in the dark, I set it in the window and then went over to the convention hall in San Diego. So it was catching San Diego's sun all day.
Right.
And I come back to the room, I pick it up, I walk into the bathroom, close the door, turn out the light, and just start cackling because it's so good.
You're like, success.
Yeah. And it was, honest to goodness,
victory.
It may be like, listen, somebody else will do a better one, but it's like the best glow in the dark cover I've ever seen. And you've known me for a long time. I never talk about my stuff that way. It is just that good. So I'm really glad to hear Randy got that. And Randy says we've passed. Look at that.
We did 15. But if we get 15, we can get $485 more in the next 22 hours. Let's get this campaign over $2,000. Please.
Look at you with your mad math skills today.
Thank you.
Two in one night, Debbie.
2 for 2.
That's right. Thank you.
Billy, you really should stop now while you're cruising, man.
I will. I will.
Absolutely, you should.
The one thing, okay, let's go. Let's just scroll through this stuff real quick, and we'll just talk about them.
Yeah.
The obvious things are the ash cans. That's the new material. The ash can will have it'll be black and white interiors. For 7 pages will be straight comic book with lettering and everything else like that. Then you'll see script pages and black and white pencils that aren't lettered yet, or pages that aren't lettered yet. And we have two covers. One is the variant that says "Famous Mobsters of Filmland,"
Thank you.
Which is, when I saw the cover art, that's what it jumped into my head immediately.
Yeah.
And you can save $5 on the 2 by getting them together. So that's 25 instead of 30. And I think it's and
these books are extremely limited too, Jeff.
Oh yeah, like literally, this is Kickstarter exclusive. I'm not doing other than proof copies. I'm not doing any extras. So this will end up being really limited, and it's just for the people who helped us right now. And let's scroll down to the next one.
Sure.
And this is the comic book shop covers, but this is all the main covers. Vampire PA Bite Out of Crime, that's Billy's cover. And then we go to Howard Chaykin, Aaron Lopresti, Mark Wheatley, Simone Guglielmini, and John K. Snyder III. And those are all originals. And we've only got right, left. And we've only got a handful of those. Everybody, all the artists did something that I asked them to, with the exception of Mr. Wheatley on number 3 there, who totally surprised me with that piece. He just sent it out of the blue.
Well, you get someone like Mark Wheatley, you kind of let him do what he wants.
No, it wasn't even that. I didn't even ask him to do it. He just sent it to me. And of course he did the first Vampire PA cover, and the one that I use as the main cover for the trade paperback, and that one I did commission. So then we get to the homages, which is my interior artist, my partners Brendan and Brian Frame, doing Punch Comics number 12, The Untouchables one sheet, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 10, one of my favorite Christmas comics of all time, Fright, featuring Son of Dracula, number 1 from the Atlas Seaboard line, which is one of my passions. And then finally, one of the great ones there, an homage to Tales from the Crypt, number 36. And so it's a pretty cool set.
Yeah, sure.
And you can get
all these books for only $50.
Yeah. And also you do get the ash cans in there with those too. So it's pretty great.
Yeah.
And then you've got the full package, which is the trade paperback, the Vampire PA one shot, the crowdfunded versions of Al Capone Vampire 1, 2, and 3, and Al Capone Vampire 0, Captain Action versus Al Capone. And there's a cover gallery that we had a limited production of. You'll get that. And just, it's got some fun stuff, and it's really very limited. And then there's Mr. Tucci again.
That one. If we can get 2 of these, 2,
it would be phenomenal. And it is one of my all-time favorite covers that I've ever had on any of my books.
Oh, you're too kind.
No, it's badass. And that was Wes coloring it, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It looks like Wes's. Yep. Looks like Wes's signature.
And what's cool about that one is it's not only a limited edition, it has a tipped in signature sheet that is signed by everybody on the project, including Marshall Dillon, who lettered it, and Mike Soloff, who produced it.
That's awesome.
Billy, Brendan and Brian Frame, me, Wheatley, who colored it, and it just like it's like the best tipped in signature sheet that you could get for this project. It's everybody, and it was a lot of fun. And so there's the same other great stuff to go with it, and we've got some. You want to scroll down? We've got some CGC 9.8 books from the original miniseries, and I usually sell them about 100 or 125 a piece, and just made a discount for the set. If somebody wants to say them, I don't really want to break up the set, which is why I didn't list them separately.
Okay, let's go.
And then we've got one more.
The Uber Deluxe.
And that comes with the original art for the Tales from the Crypt 36 homage.
Wow.
That would be a great glow to dark too, Jeff.
Oh, wouldn't it be?
Oh man.
Yeah, the only problem is that there's so much white space at the top where the logo is, because those blocky EC logos were like that. But
yeah,
it's a really,
you could put the logo there like just Al Capone, vampire. Just a thought for future, and that could be in black, or that could be in the lettering could be in, blocked out. So, so you could make the lettering.
It could still work.
Glow in the dark.
And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Stargate SG-1 and Stargate Universe and Stargate Atlantis, but there's a guy who's been on all 3 shows named Gary Jones, and the guy who's driving there, it could just be him, man. He would be perfect as that character. And then there's a whole bunch of add-ons, but that's it for them. That's it for the main list. And it's a catch-up campaign. So this is all stuff, with the exception of the ash cans, this is all stuff that exists already. And when we do the fulfillment, if anybody has any of the packages that have the Vampire PA Bite Out of Crime, number 1 with Billy's cover, and you want Billy to sign it in addition to me, I'll drive to Billy's and get him to sign it.
Yeah, I'll sign it. We're all sign it.
You're signing in the back of a
camper if you want. In a really nice camper, though, it's got to be. We'll sign in the back of it. It's got to be a really nice camper, though.
So
and
thank you for reviewing this, Billy. Let's take one more look at your campaign for Ran, and let's close out with that.
And thank you, Jeff. And I also want to say thing for the Gate Crasher campaign. I have done about 24 of these sketch covers, so I am working away on them.
They're not sketch covers.
I'm sorry, the sketch plate
editions. The
sketch editions, the hardcover sketch editions. I think you did 50 of them. Did I do 50 of them? That's what I have to do.
I don't remember.
So I'm like halfway there. I'll get them all done next week.
Numbers are all swimming.
Yeah, I'll draw them. I got to set. I'll probably draw them Sunday night. Draw some more Sunday night.
Having that hardcover is one of the thrills of my career. It's just such a great book.
It is a beautiful book.
Yeah. So Stat has a question, honey. What is easier on the Tucci fulfillment, IGG or Kickstarter, honey?
That's a good flipping question right now. Right now, neither of them. It used to be Indiegogo. I don't know now what's going to happen with the new Indiegogo yet. the jury is out. I
Yeah.
think it depends on once we do get the shipping situation figured out, and I take a look at what the pledge manager is
Mm-hmm.
all about, I will have an answer then.
Terrific.
Kickstarter, for whatever reason, the only hang up I have with Kickstarter is that for some reason it does not directly export into ShipStation correctly.
Mm.
So our prolific and wonderful IT guy, Russ Cassidy, actually goes through literally every pledge on it and converts it so that it can be downloaded into or exported. So he basically takes the export file, tweaks it so that it can be spat back into ShipStation. So that's the one difficulty we have there. If I didn't have Russ, and if you're listening, I don't know what I'd do without you, guy. He's really, and he's fast, so he's amazing.
Yep.
So that's the only hiccup I have with the actual fulfillment piece of Kickstarter. Like I said, Indiegogo used to be a no-brainer. It all went in directly and everything was fine. Now I don't know what's going to happen.
Well,
According
we'll explore.
according to Julia, my VIP Indiegogo rep, she says they actually have a special, I guess I click something that says ShipStation and it automatically goes. If that ends up being true, then it will be basically just like BackerKit was.
Okay.
And if that's the case, then it will be easy once we get all the, nuts and bolts taken care of on the shipping end, so that I know people are getting charged shipping appropriately, and that we're not losing money on shipping. Again,
we can consider it growing pains.
I don't want to beat a dead horse there, but I'm not feeling cozy about it yet, and I'm not going to stop it. I'm not going to just let sleeping dogs lie. I'm going to keep at it until I get it, so that I A, understand it, and B, that, all right, awesome.
Thank you guys
so
for
that
supporting.
I understand it, and so that it's working correctly for everybody.
Billy, comic book countdown, really nice one. He got one of the sets and the two glow in the darks.
Oh, awesome! Thank you, comic
wow.
book. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's great, buddy. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting our campaign
Thank you so
too.
much. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody out there. You guys are all amazing, and we're so very lucky and so very grateful.
It's an amazing thing that so many people are realizing that this is the channel in which you're getting so much creativity coming in the form of what's coming in comics out of here, and we don't have to trash this stuff coming from the big two or anybody else you don't have to trash that at all.
We're actually sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Just to say that there is so much creativity going on in this art form, and that crowdfunding is the way that it's being introduced.
And we're also, speaking of crowdfunding and the big two, Billy and I have been dealing with both DC and Marvel in order to get the She crossover. I'm sorry, is it crossovers?
It's called She. It's called
crossovers, right?
It's called She Omnibus Volume 2, the crossovers, and we've got agreements from both of them.
Yep. So they're playing ball with us, and they, I think they're starting to see how important crowdfunding is as well. So,
I agree.
But we have some great people. David Bogart, especially, who's really gone to bat for us and helped us out. So
and Jim Lee.
And for those waiting for those waiting for the She Wolverine editions that we promised back in when was it? October, September. We have finally have all that taken care of as well. So those will be coming down the pike soon too. We have so much product out there right now. We didn't want to do it for Christmas, and whether we do it in January or February, we haven't decided yet, but we're clear and they will be coming. So I'm excited about that too.
Hey, Stat, just a quick thing.
Thank you, Stat.
Yeah, should we call our omnibus? And I want to put this out there for a question for all of you out there. We technically do have 2 omnibuses. We did She Omnibus Volume 1, and then we did She Omnibus, the Senryaku Omnibus.
Is that on the buy?
On the buy. That, thank you. So now
I say that all the time too. On the buy sounds correct.
I should have called it She Omnibus Volume 2, Senryaku, right? I should have done that.
I told you that too.
I know.
Future printings will correct that.
Yeah, we can do that for future. So this omnibus, I guess, we should call it the She Omnibus Volume 3.
Yep.
That's what it'll be. She Omnibus Volume 3, the crossovers.
It's going to confuse the hell out of people.
And it's going to be 600 pages, though. It's going to be 100 pages more than the first, than Omnibus Volume 1.
My wrist hurts just thinking about it.
But we'll have Daredevil She in it. She Daredevil, She Wolverine, Wolverine She, because out of respect we gave Wolverine first. Grifter She, the Vampirella She books, the Witchblade, the Psyblade, a bunch of great books. We've got a lot of cool art that no one's ever seen before that were done. Like there's a beautiful Bruce Timm Vampirella and She drawing that I want to include in it. So we're going to include all these obscure pieces of artwork.
Bonus material, honey. Bonus material.
Yeah, I talked to Kathleen, our friend Kathleen, Peter David's widow. So she gave us permission to have Fallen Angel in it, Jeff. So we'll have the She Fallen Angel stuff in it as well. A lot of cool stuff.
Daredevil She Overstreet's fan cover.
Yeah,
and just so many other things like that. The various fake crossover covers that we've done for the Free Comic Book Day issue.
Yep, with Usagi Yojimbo and Dinosaurs for Hire.
and just all sorts of stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
And I think that this is going to be a fun book, and it's really funny how it more or less fits with Ran, because it really is the fun of the 90s when all this stuff was exploding on the scene, and you could do a crossover by, hey, you just call up Jim Lee before he was at DC, and you're like, hey, what about this?
Yeah.
And you guys it could be a phone call, it could be an email, and everybody's on board. Yeah.
I should even reach out to Joe and Jimmy, because in Ash's girlfriend was supposed to be, her last name was Ishikawa. She's supposed to be Anna's cousin. I don't even know if people know that. I got to get Jimmy about
seriously,
that.
that's like bonus material stuff.
Like, yeah, just about like a page, just like one page
panel.
From that.
Yeah.
The Scott Campbell She stuff that he did in Gen 13.
Yep.
Number 13, I guess it was, or whatever. Like, just fun stuff, man. And a lot of original art that no one's seen before. And even like some obscure stuff. I mean, she did a crossover with, of course, Greg Hyland's Lethargic Lad, with Patrick the Wolf Boy by
oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah,
Art Baltazar and Franco.
Yeah, by Art and Franco's, but like, so it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. And then all the characters that are in. I mean, we have Steve Bissett's Tyrant, you have David Max Kabuki, you have, oh my goodness gracious, Madman, Mike Allward's Madman, Hellboy, Mike Mignola's Hellboy, Kachu, Terry Moore even drew Kachu in the Psyblade She book. So a lot of fun we're going to have with that book, and you guys are going to love it. And Mindy and I are actually been working on it now while I'm between walking on drawing Ran. And I promise my wife and all you out there, Ran will be by far our fastest book from launch to production to fulfillment by far of any Crusade comic we've ever done. I'm already done with 11 pages, and I am just going to start churning it out. We're on a massive roll, and because I got in big trouble last time, so I don't want to be in trouble anymore. So with the wife.
Maybe not as fast as Dead Inspector, but pretty darn fast.
Well, yeah, not as fast as you, but for me, I've never been, fast in anything, I've never been
You're the
on time in
fastest
anything in my life.
sensation.
Though I was at the church before Debbie was, so go figure. So, all right, guys, the Kaiju, She Godzilla crossover, which never happened. So, all right, guys, thank you all for joining us. The link is in the description for all these campaigns. Jeff's link is also in the comments. I'll see if I can go in, Jeff, and add it to the
Thanks. And listen, I really appreciate everybody. Listen, they came here for Rand. That's the main event. It should be. But I really appreciate the support on Capone because next year is going to be a fun year for us.
Thank you. And Jeff, if you don't mind joining me tomorrow, I'm going to be talking. So I'm going to go back to this, talk about the colors again, and also talk about our holiday.
Love to talk about this because we've listen. Anybody who has been lucky enough to be in the position I've been in, which is see this in the treatment, see it in a script, and then start seeing the pages, and then going back and forth a little bit on the colors. This is. I've already used the word explosive tonight, but this is an explosive book. This is seriously a tremendous amount of fun. Like I said earlier, this is Billy Tucci, 1993, unleashed with all the 30 years of experience he has since then.
Yeah.
And there's stuff that in this that he would have never done in She once the story formed because it wasn't right. Now all of a sudden he gets to go, oh, remember that? I got to do this.
Yep. And we have a Walter Simonson cover.
It's
That's
huge.
Cherry on top.
Hard to beat.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, wait. No, Elliot Ness Vampire Slayer, Jeff?
No Elliot Ness.
I think, Jeff, you said, didn't you say, sadly, this might be the end of Al Capone? Are you moving on from the Vampire? Or
I got to do this story. But it's not that I would give up on Capone. There's too many stories to tell. But I also have some other stuff that I want to do, including what is the final Vampire PA story.
Excellent. All right. Well, on that note, guys, we will see you tomorrow. I am planning to probably go early, maybe 10 a.m. Live. I don't know how that works out for you, Jeff, but we have a professionals meeting at noon. And I got to tell you guys, with the meetings Deb and I have had this week, that 2026 is going to be by far the biggest year for She ever. It's going to be phenomenal. A lot of great mainstream stuff. Yeah, we hope. Knock on wood.
I would say I would speak tentatively.
Yeah, I am, but I'm being very optimistic.
I would say if a healthy portion of what you guys have discussed comes to pass, it'll be something else.
Yeah. Well, positive energy. I'm not going to be a negative Nelly anymore. So things are really good.
I think that is a great position. I just, me, I don't announce stuff before I'm confident about it. But let me say, as an ear witness to some of this, you guys are on the threshold of a bunch of stuff.
No, thank you, Jeff.
And fans should be excited about it.
Right. And to be an earwig to you and a boil on the back of Debbie's neck of how annoying I can be. Thank you all for supporting us. We adore you guys. We really do. We love you guys.
So grateful.
I have
Thank
so many
you.
clips. I've been talking to Cecil. I have so many clips that I want to share, and I got to figure out doing. I'm thinking about doing Billy's clips and just doing a bunch of clips I found on X and YouTube and stuff like that, and just have like kind of little fun lunchtime streams once a week, maybe a lunch with Billy and clips, chips and clips or something. I can have fish and chips. What do you think, Deb? I can eat, pommes frites and show clips. Pommes frites and clips. What do you think, Deb?
I think you're weird.
I don't think we can say this just in.
No.
Hey everyone, thank you for
not.
joining us on Pop XP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Pop XP and over on Instagram at the Pop XP. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks a lot.